US President Joe Biden has come up with a fresh withdrawal date for US troops from Afghanistan. 11 September, with its historical and symbolical significance, is the day when US forces will leave Afghan soil permanently. The decision comes after Biden conceded that it was tough for his administration to withdraw by May 1st, the deadline set during the deal signed between the Taliban and the previous Donald Trump administration.
The US President Joe Biden declared this week that he doesn't plan to further extend what already is the longest US war. His decision comes in line with Washington widening its efforts and intent to bring back its troops from 2 decades of the protracted war that has claimed tens of thousands of lives of both civilians and security forces. As per the new plan, the drawdown will begin from May 1, the date earlier scheduled for complete withdrawal of troops, and it will be over by 11th of September. None amongst the current strength of 2,500 US troops will stay post the date.
I'm now the 4th United States President to preside over American troop presence in Afghanistan. 2 Republicans, 2 Democrats. I will not pass this responsibility on to a 5th. After consulting closely with our allies and partners, with our military leaders and intelligence personnel, with our diplomats and our development experts, with the Congress and the Vice President, as well as with Mr. Ghani and many others around the world, I've concluded that it's time to end America's longest war. It's time for American troops to come home.
Meanwhile, NATO Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg said that foreign troops under NATO command will also withdraw from Afghanistan in coordination with the US pullout. Currently, around 7,000 non-US forces from mainly NATO countries and from Australia, New Zealand and Georgia are stationed in Afghanistan. NATO-led resolute support is in Afghanistan to train and equip Afghan security forces fighting the Islamist Taliban that has made significant resurgence in past few years.
In the light of the US decision to withdraw, foreign and defense ministers of NATO discussed the way forward today and decided that we will start the withdrawal of NATO Rescue Support Mission forces by May 1st. Our drawdown will be orderly, coordinated, and deliberate. We plan to complete the withdrawal for all our troops within a few months.
Non-NATO and non-US forces too will be leaving Afghanistan in next 5 months. Australian Prime Minister Scott Morrison said that the war had already rendered heavy losses to Australian forces in Afghanistan. While NATO exit might have made it mandatory for Aussies to leave, observers say such decisions were always being considered in Canberra ever since their troops were found guilty of civilian killings.
Safeguarding Afghanistan's security has come at a great cost to Australia. Since 2001, 41 Australian personnel have lost their lives while serving in Afghanistan, and many more were wounded, some physically, others mentally, and will be dealing with the scars, both mental and physical, of their service for many, many years.
The United States has drafted a peace plan calling for the current Afghan government to be replaced with an interim administration until a new constitution is agreed and elections held. All stakeholders had agreed to accelerate the peace process in recently held summit in Russian capital Moscow, But things are appearing to hit another roadblock, as Ghani is not ready for transitional government without elections. The next meeting of regional players is scheduled in Turkey in a few days, which Taliban has decided to boycott, and now the major players are concerned as to how things will move forward if everybody is not on the same page.